Hi guys, good morning and welcome to another day with FelloF. All right, on today's video, we are going to be looking at what we are expecting to see this week on the charts and also have a little review of what happened last week, right? Because last week we had some setups that actually stopped us out, some that we missed. A lot happened last week. I stopped trading on Wednesday because of what the market did. Okay, so last week, this is one of the setups we had on GBP USD. We expected price not to take out these highs because overall, we saw that price was creating lower lows, lower high, lower low. So we anticipated for a lower high here for us to continue to the downside, which actually gave us and started coming in our favor, but finally stopped us out. Okay, so we made so much profit, but along the line, we lost everything. Okay, and the funniest thing is the fact that we made more than 1:2. Okay, but we did not accept it because we were expecting something bigger. But what happened? Price went all the way against us, which is part of the game. Okay, this is something you cannot avoid. That's why we do proper risk management. Then on so I think here we'll have the overall setup. This is the main setup that we were expecting last week. Okay, and this is AUDJPY. This was avoided. We did not actually enter this. One of my students contacted me and told me price is in our zone, but I said the momentum with which price is rising is not something we should just get in. Look at the way the hourly candlestick entered, all right, with so much momentum. So this told me there's a possibility for price to continue going. So I wanted to see an internal change of character on the lower time frame, which I did not see. So that's why I keep saying confirmations are very, very important when trading. Okay, let's see NZD USD. We expected price to give us a pullback to this zone for us to have a buy, which did not happen. Okay, we expected a good pullback for us to sell. It did not happen. So at this point, we are just watching to see how price will react around this zone. If it will give us a sell confirmation, then we'll be able to make some sells. But as of now, this is what we see, but we did not have the buy we wanted. So this week we are expecting this sell. All right, I'm already crossing into next week, into the week. So you remember, guys, we had a buy position on GBP JPY. We anticipated price to pull back to this level, which did here, gave us the buy, but we did not enter. Why? Because I was scared that maybe price might want to come back down to this area. So price did not, rather price went up. So it is my mess, but I'm very okay with it because that's part of the game. So right now, you see, we are looking forward to see if price can pull back into this area and give us a confirmation, then we'll buy following the trend because it's creating higher highs and higher lows. But if it decides to pull back and take out everything, it's very okay. Okay. So this is what we expected on NCT last week, which did not happen. So price actually went to our TP without coming to our entry. And on GBP AUD, last week we had nothing. All right, we're not expecting anything to happen last week. So this week, this is what we have on our watch list. Okay, we're looking forward to see price pull down into this area because overall we are still very, very bullish. We are creating higher highs, higher low, higher high. So there's a possibility for us to create a higher low to continue. It all depends. So we'll see how price reacts, then we'll know what to do. Okay, so for this week we might be catching some buys on GBP AUD. It is what it is. Then on AUD CHF, you see what happened. Though this thing stopped me out on one of the accounts I'm trading on, Equity Edge, and when I contacted the support team, they told me whatever they could say, which did not actually clarify me. So looking at what happened here, we had a pull into this area. You see, we sold from here because we anticipated price to move from here. And what happened? Price moved, but decided to go back up. So price went up, did not stop us out, came back down, went back up, did not stop us, but they stopped me automatically on the prop, which is very okay. And we had this pull, and right now this week price opened here and has already wiped off our SL. So even if they did not close me manually, I would have still been stopped out. So this is one of the trades we had last week. Then on AUD/USD, you remember we had a buy some weeks ago, which I finally closed it last week on Wednesday because of what happened. So I decided to close all my trades. And this is exactly what I'm expecting this week. So if price can pull back, and then we'll continue the buys, okay? So I'm expecting price to give us a pullback for us to continue the buys on AUD/USD, okay? Then I don't have gold on my watch list. I don't trade gold. I don't trade Bitcoin. So this is the buy we had that I closed somewhere around here last week. I think, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around here. And whatever was happening, I wasn't there any longer. So that's it for the week, guys. On GBP USD, I was expecting price to pull down into this area for us to have a buy, but price did not come into the area. What happened? Price stopped on this trend line. I have bought. I'm inside, and I am maintaining the same stop loss. Okay, and I have another pending order at this entry. So if price decides to pull back into this area, I'll still have multiple positions in the trade. But as of now, I'm already in, waiting to see how price will react. Okay, so guys, if you are new to the channel, show some love by subscribing. This week I'm going to be breaking down a whole lot for you, and I've been receiving so many messages of people appreciating the videos I've been dropping. So if you're one of those people who has been learning a lot from my videos, tell me in the comment section, okay? And do not forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel. Turn on the notification bell after subscribing so that you receive notification for every new video that I share, okay?